Okay, so on this episode, we're going to talk about what is a producer, right? And what is a writer? I mean, I'm sure everybody knows that a writer is writing the song, the lyrics, and musical notes in the song or to the song. So I want to break down, when we're in the studio, what's going on a lot of the times. In this day and age, even in the 90s, 30 years ago, we were in the hip hop era. We were right in the heart of the hip hop era. And in this era, we have people who make tracks or beats, and they do it on machines, a beat machine, keyboards, and different things, and or live musicianry, and they do a track, you know, bass player, keyboard, guitar, bass, 4-piece, 3-piece, and they put a composition of music together for an instrumentational listen. And a lot of times when they sequence it, sequencing is actually putting it in an arranged composition to where one part might be where you would say one thing, and then another part after that would be where you would maybe do a crowd participation. They call it a hook, a chorus, and then the other part is where you might tell the story and call it a verse or a bridge. And you know, these instrumentational sequence is like it's setting you up for the story without the words yet. So the music is bringing you on a journey. And a lot of times, even back in the day, writers, you know, who put words to the music, they will interpret this music, they'll listen to it. We used to sit in the studio, man, and somebody will have a track or an instrumental, and we'll sit there and for hours just have that thing playing, and we're just sitting there like, you know, thinking of some shit like, okay. You seen like rappers do that, right? So singers do the same thing. You know, we sit there and we'll be, you know, thinking of a hook or whatever, and we're trying to put the story to whatever the music is speaking to us most of the time. So, but that's the musical side, and then that's the lyrical side. A lot of times, even those two sides are not necessarily the producer. So the producer is most of the time going to be the person or persons who has the final say on how this song or this record is going to come out. The final master of this record, whether it's going to have strings on it, whether it's going to have a chorus, a choir, it's going to have a baby crying. Whoever makes final decisions on this record and cannot make final decisions on this record will show you who the producer is. An artist, most of the time, you know, we get a say in trying to say what we want and what we don't, but the producer, Quincy Jones, Gamble and Huff, they are sitting back, you know, Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, and they're saying, yes, I like that. No, I don't like that. Okay, give me a little bit more of that. Okay, I need a ooh over here. And they are having fun. Now, somebody else could very well suggest something and they like it. And somebody else, you know, play something and they like it, but they also cannot like it or whatever. That person can't say, well, put it, I think they don't have any say. It's who has the final say, right? That's the producer. It could be the person who played the track. It could be the person who wrote the lyrics. It could be any of those hats, but one thing for sure that it always is it's the person who has the final say. Now, the other person who has the final say, and more of even the final say, is the executive producer. The executive producer is maybe not as much hands-on. He's maybe not involved in the music. He could be just financing the whole studio and making sure everything is getting done as far as what has to be paid for and things of that nature. So the executive producer is usually the finance person that is putting everything together and making things, arranging like a chess board, like, okay, I got these people in the room, I'm paying for this space, and I got these musicians, and they're putting it together financially. And then they have a guy in there who is leading the music of how they're going to get that record done, and that is the producer. And then you have the writers and co-producers, co-writers, people who assist. They might do you have arrangers who's going to put together the song, vocally arrange it and musically arrange it. And then you have people who master and mix the record to get it sounding sonically proper. So these are all the facets of a record. A lot of times you have people getting upset because musicians a lot of times think if they played something, they produced it. It kind of seems that way. So most of the times in hip hop, if you did the beat, you were the producer. Me and Jeff used to talk about this all the time. Like in hip hop, you pretty much were the producer if you did the beat. No matter who came in and put, rap to it or whatever, put vocals or whatever on it, the producer could almost leave the beat in the studio with everybody else and leave. And that guy who did the track comes back and says, I like this, okay, but he's still having the final say because he's having the final say on the record, not the artist, not the writers, but the guy who did the beat. So that was always usually what it was. In the hip hop realm, kind of changed the R&B realm a little bit because you have track making R&B cats. In Barry Gordy's days, you had everything was musicianship. So they were just playing, they weren't like sequencing on a keyboard with MIDI and computers and stuff like we're doing now. So when a person sequences and does all that MIDI stuff and puts a whole track together, they are producing. But at the same time, someone else could come in and take what that person did on the computer and all his arrangement and then whatever and say, I like that, but we're gonna change some things and and they would still give that guy who produced that, whatever he produced in his basement, the next guy might come and take it to another level, and now he becomes the producer, and at least that person's ideas and the melodies, now he becomes a writer. You know what I'm saying? If he had the ability to get his idea the exact way it was in his basement all the way to the masses on the final, he would have been the producer. But a lot of times the person in the basement did what he could do, and then he takes it to someone else who sees, okay, yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna add this, and we're gonna take that one part out, we're gonna put this in. This person now is the producer because he's having the final say. So it's all about who has the final say as far as what the producer is and who the producer is. So I hope you all got a little lesson on that and we don't get it confused and nobody gets mad. We didn't believe in getting session sheets out every session. Nobody was doing that because we would break the vibe. Like, and they say, get your session sheets out. And nobody did it. And it came back to haunt later because sometimes you have people that say, oh man, remember I did this and I did that. And you're like, what? No, I remember that. So it is good sometimes to write stuff down on sessions right when you do it. These are like little things disciplines that help you out later. But for the most part, we didn't get in no problems like that. Everybody agreed with what everybody was doing and who was who, and we gave each other the proper credits. Now it's up to you and your crew to come up with how you want to do it. Everybody does it different. That's a standard that I think is kind of across the board, what I just told you, with the producer and the writer and the musicians. Musicians will get a fee for playing. If they come up with the melody line, dun 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 but he should have gotten the melody line. Unless the melody line was already in the song and he just came up with a dope bass line. It's up to you. Sometimes they'll give a person who did something dope in the song, like a bass line or something, you might want to give them writers. You know what I mean? Because you think it's that pertinent to the song. That's why I said it's to each his own. It's rules, but it's like kind of an outline, and then you kind of, you know, go on your own. Just the same thing as far as 3 people writing a song lyrically, and one person might have did the hook, the verse, and the other person only did like one line in like the bridge. And so now it's like, if this person did less on the song than this person, how do you split it? In R&B, as opposed to pop, I'm hearing pop just no matter who's in the room. If you say the girl instead of a girl, and now you're a writer, even if you just walked in a room, I guess they'll give you, you know, 50-50 if it's 2 people, 33 1/3 if it's 3 people before that. But that's not how a lot of times it is. It's like you eat what you kill most times in this. So it's hard to get a percentage and kind of be like, oh, you wrote 2.5% of the song. But for the most part, like, you work that out. Like, if you 2 people and you kind of like, I did the verse, you did the second verse, I did the hook, you did the bridge, you know, we do 50-50. And it's like, you know, if most of the time, if somebody contributed significant amount of time, you just split it down. You split it 33 1/3 if it's 3 people. If it's 4 people, it's 25% a piece, stuff like that. But remember, it's 50% of the musical side. So if it's 3 people who did the track, they split it through 33 1/3 or 50-50. If it's 3 or whatever people for the lyrical side, the other 50% of the song is the beat or the music, and 50% of the song is the lyrics and the melody. Okay? And you split it and divide it accordingly. And it's to each his own. I've done it a lot of different ways. It depends. And so these are the things that can kind of help you to navigate and, you know, get your ownership and your copyrights and things right in reference to who's doing what. And everybody should be happy if they contribute, you know, and that's that. All right, y'all. So I hope that y'all got some education. Check this next joint out. And I hope you like it. Episode 10. Peace.
It's been so long since I felt quite like this. Oh, can I get to know you better, lady? I want your love, don't you need my kiss? Oh, excuse me if I'm acting kind of crazy, but see your smile, I just cannot resist. Ooh, there's something about the way you're moving, baby. So are you gonna grant me this wish? If you want my love, say so. Say so. If you